Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for a quick Monday evening video right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel. YouTube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel and all my other channels which are in my pants down below in the description box. And share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell, hit all notifications, and hopefully you get my video sent to you. If not, fuck you. And that's pretty much it. Alright, just want to make this video real quick because I have to run out, get some dinner. I'm gonna eat dinner early, like I usually eat dinner after wrestling, but I'm gonna eat it early because it's like I want to eat while I'm watching wrestling, so I can be filled up, so I don't have to eat later, and then I'll be like, I'm hungry during Raw, But it is what it is. But anyway, we're about 20 minutes away from Raw. Should have been an exciting show tonight. The aftermath of SummerSlam. Triple H has planned something huge tonight that is going to be mind-blowing because this is his first full-blown episode in control of creative on the Raw brand, and SmackDown will be the same. Big news coming out of both shows tonight. Ronda Rousey will not be on SmackDown this Friday night because she has been suspended for what she did at SummerSlam, attacking the ref after she supposedly thought she won against Liv Morgan, but Liv Morgan won. But it is what it is. Other than that, some good things, some interesting things are going to happen tonight. But before I get to Raw tonight and the Sasha Banks Naomi situation, which is heating up, I want to just give my quick thoughts about Ric Flair's last match last night. I saw highlights of that match and, him coming out in that nice robe, but my God, dude, this dude can't even walk. He could barely walk down that aisle like he used to do, starting and profiling. Dude is 73 years old. And I don't even know why in the hell he had to have this match. I know he was getting trained by Jay Lethal, and he looked pretty damn good, in the training videos. Like, taking suplexes off the top rope. Different moves. He looked okay. But then that fucking cringe video, hyping up the match where he bleeded, and Jarrett and Lethal beat the fucking shit out of him right in front of Mr. Crockett, Dave Crockett of Jim Crockett Productions or whatever it was, and Karen Jarrett. It is what it is, and that's that. Then the other promos leading up to it, Jarrett calling Flair an alcoholic, and then we see Flair. Ric Flair training, and then he calls Jarrett a pussy, and he's like, I'm gonna go to the bar, get drunk. And that's what he did in the days leading up to this match. And then I watched the highlights last night, because I didn't even bother fucking watching the entire pay-per-view. Most of the matches on the pay-per-view were great, especially the Wolves and the Motor City Machine Guns. Nice, and then Killer Cross killed somebody. What else is new? But other than that, Mick Foley was there, The Undertaker, the real GOAT of professional wrestling. He was there. Bret Hart, or Bret the Shitman Fart, was there. Wendy, his wife. And then Charlotte Flair was there. All the other good stuff. But, seeing Flair come out and walking really nonchalantly down the aisle, looked like he couldn't walk. He had the big gold belt, which is great. The real WCW Heavyweight Championship, or the NWA Championship, which I still consider the WCW World Title, because the one that when they got rid of the big gold belt and they had that WCW belt, which looks like shit. That's just my opinion. That was nice. So then the match happens and it looked very cringe. I could barely watch the fucking thing, the highlights and shit. But, Flair gets beat up. It really didn't do much, because we were all worried about his health and everything, but he gets in the ring and he beats up Jay Lethal with the chops of doom, stuff like that. Then they go to the outside, and Flair gets busted wide open because we all knew he was going to blade. Very bad blade job, by the way. So he's busted wide open, and then Jarrett hits him in the face with, I think, Karen Jarrett's shoe or something. Busted more wide open, and then Jarrett shoves Wendy down right in front of Charlotte. But the match was just, like, horrible, and then Andrade gets in because he was teaming along his son-in-law Andrade, blah, blah, blah. And then Andrade gives him a foreign object like Nux. He knocks out Jarrett. And both of them are down. Then he locks Jarrett in the figure 4. And somehow he wins the match. It looked like the finish was botched. Because Jarrett didn't tap out, like his shoulders were on the mat because he was knocked out, and Flair was on the mat with his shoulders down. I'm thinking it was a double pin, but still, Flair and Andrade get the win, and it's like Flair put on the figure 4 and just passed the fuck out, and the referee's like, done! I'm like, that was a really shitty finish, and I personally did not like the match at all. It was very cringe. But then afterwards, Flair gets on the mic, he thanks the people for coming to his match and shit like that. And then he said, everything that you've heard about me is true. I mean, all the allegations and stuff. I was like, what? Wow. But still, he went out, did what he had to do, 73 years old, and now, hopefully, we will never see him in the ring again. Please, for the love of God. Don't get in the ring again and fight Ric Flair, please. Don't become another Terry Funk wrestling into your 80s. Terry Funk finally stopped, I think, at around 82, 83. Or around the 80s, something like that. But in any case, I just did not like the match at all. I didn't like it. And if you did, that's fine by you. I don't care. That's your opinion. My opinion matters the most. It's my show. But yeah, it was just really hard to watch. Just hard to watch. And now Flair, hopefully, will get it to his fucking head that it's time to stop. Because he's 73. His health is just not doing that great. Even though he probably went to a strip club and drank like 6 gallons of alcohol. Styling and profiling, with his wife and Flair, Charlotte Flair and Undertaker and his wife Michelle McCool and maybe Bret Hart and Mick Foley were there. I don't know. Jay Lethal maybe was there. I don't know. But it is what it is. There was rumors that they wanted Flair to fight 10 more times and get $50,000 a pop for the match. I'm like, no. And he said no. Thankfully, he did not take that offer. Nobody wants to see old 73-year-old Flair bleeding 10 more times. I'm like, come on. No. But, all I gotta say is, Ric Flair, thank you for all the memories and everything. You were still one of the GOATs of professional wrestling. You're not the GOAT, because we all know the GOAT is The Undertaker. Want to debate me on it? Let's go. You're in that top 5 with Undertaker, Flair, Hogan, Savage. The top 4 right there. You can put Bruno Sammartino there too. Oh, okay, I'll be okay with that. Or Harley Race. Whatever. But still, he is GOAT number 2, and we all know GOAT number 1 is The Undertaker. I don't care what anybody says. But that's that. But thank you, Rick, for all the memories. I think my favorite Ric Flair match in the NWA days has to be any match that he had with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, especially Chi-Town Rumble. The 2 out of 3 Falls match he had with Steamboat was great. The feuds with Sting, always a good match. Hogan, some of the matches in WCW were pretty good, even before the NWO days. They were good. The match with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania, I think it was 25, or 20, I think it was 25, was pretty good, his so-called retirement match. Then he went to TNA, and, the only thing good that happened in TNA was his feud with Jay Lethal. That segment with him and Lethal going the woo off, it was just freaking epic. I love that. The match stunk, but the segment that Jay Lethal had with Flair, that is the all-time best segment of all time. In any company. I don't care what anybody says. And that's it. Then he had matches with Hogan, which was bad. If you've seen those, the blade jobs they were doing, for like two old guys fighting and just got busted wide open like a freaking crime got committed or something like that. It was just bad. Especially the match with Hogan and Sting when they were busted wide open. It was something, cringe, hard to watch. You know, then Flair makes his return to WWE. Comes back with his daughter. And then gets with his daughter. Then his daughter kicks him right out. Then he gets involved with Lacey Evans. And then Lacey Evans gets pregnant, like real life pregnant. He thinks it's his because it's storyline based. But we all know Lacey was pregnant with her second kid, with her husband and everything. And Flair's like, it's mine! Blah, blah, blah. That was just storyline to write Lacey off and write him off, too. But then he gets with Randy Orton to kind of give the semi-evolution thing, even though, Hunter wasn't there. But still, he gets with Randy. He was doing pretty good, and Randy turns on him, punts him out in the freaking company, basically. Then he comes back for a little bit, and that was basically the last we saw him. Then the whole allegation with the Dark Side of the Ring episode with the plane ride from hell. Those allegations, which basically kind of hurt Ric Flair's credibility and everything. They took him off the signature. They just released him. They said, get out of here. We have nothing to do with you. Thinking he was going to go to AEW to be with Andrade and possibly Charlotte, but that didn't materialize. And then now they brought him back. They put him in the signature, which I thought was nice. So maybe they mended their fences. Then he announces that he's going to have his final match. And we all think it's going to be Hogan or it's going to be Sting. No. I was thinking maybe Ricky Steamboat. No. So then it was announced that him and Andrade would face Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. And I was like, I thought he was going to go out in style. I mean, still kind of did, but the match itself last night was just garbage. I'm sorry. But still, he is one of the GOATs, and I will always remember Ric Flair for, slick back hair and styling and, profiling down that aisle. The Four Horsemen, all that good shit. But hail to Ric Flair. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, before I end this, we got about 10 minutes away to Monday Night Raw. Like I said, big night of action. It's going to be a statement Raw from what Triple H is saying. This is going to be a statement Raw. His first full-blown episode in creative control of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Big names might be coming back that I felt like quit or got released. So we also had Dakota Kai, who got released, came back at SummerSlam. EO is now on the main roster, now known as EO Sky. Stupid name. By the way, thank you for over 400 hits on that rant. As we all know, my rants are legendary. Because nobody can out-rant me or out-debate me, so it is what it is. But thank you all for over 400 and counting on that EO Sky rant that I did during SummerSlam 2 days ago. So got that. But the big news is that, with all the people that are coming back, possibly Gargano might be coming back. They might get Killer Cross back and Scarlett. They put him in NXT. They put him on the main roster. Please put Scarlett with him. That's all I gotta say about that. Killer Cross and Scarlett back on Raw and give them the gimmick that's supposed to be they should have had, instead of having Vince and Bruce kill it. But I don't know if Killer Cross and Scarlett are going to come back. They kind of teased it. But who knows? And other people that were released and probably went to AEW, they may be coming back. You're not going to see Adam Cole, baby, come back. Or like Red Dragon come back. Or Malachi Black. anybody like that, they're not coming. They're like locked into AEW for like 3 to 5 years or 7 years, whatever. But they were talking about Naomi and Sasha over the weekend, and now it was reported by Ringside News that Sasha and Naomi and the WWE have reached an agreement to return to the company. Will they return tonight? Who knows? So, I mean, if they really want to get those women's tag team belt division back, now they've got Dakota Kai and Io there, you can form a tag team with them. Sky Kai. They're gonna use my idea. They better pay me for that. But they won't. Bastards. So yeah, so Naomi and Sasha are possibly gonna be coming back. You know, Bayley said, like, yeah, Sasha's coming back. You know, I mean, it's up to Sasha, but now that Vince is gone, Sasha can just say, hey, I'm coming back. Fuck Vince. But still, they're gonna have that tournament. Now, it's a toss-up who can win that tournament. It'd be Sasha and Naomi winning back the belts and they can't just throw in the garbage. Or to give it to maybe Io and Dakota Kai, I think they should. Or Natalya and Shayna Baszler, wherever Shayna Baszler is, besides catering. So I could have a pretty decent tag team division back again, but now that Hunter's running the company, well, not company, running creative, you have a whole good women's division, especially the Raw women's division is great right now. Even though Becky is now out, she's injured with it. She has a separated shoulder, so she'll be out for maybe a few weeks or maybe a month or two. That sucks. But we'll see what happens in about 8 minutes from now. It is what it is. Like I said, Sasha and Naomi could be on the show tonight or down the road, maybe in a month or 2 or 3. Who knows? And to add more fuel to the fire, WWE tweeted out a teaser for Raw tonight, which was they name dropped Naomi's finisher, the rear view. I guess they're putting, you know, Vince in the rear view mirror and everything in like SummerSlam is in the rear view mirror now. But I would not be surprised if we do see Sasha and Naomi return tonight. I would not be surprised. With all that. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mentioned Becky might need surgery for her separated shoulder. That's going to put her out for about 3-4 months. So she'll probably be out for the rest of this year. Maybe come back at the Rumble or the Day 1 pay-per-view, which is coming back January 1st, 2023. Don't know where that's going to be yet, but see. Also, well, got a synopsis for Raw. There's going to be 2 triple threat matches tonight. The winners will face each other to determine the number 1 contender for Bobby Lashley's United States belt. Also, Mysterios will challenge the Usos for the undisputed titles. You know they're going to lose. I think Judgment Day will get involved again since they lost at SummerSlam. No word on Triple H if he makes an appearance. I mean, it'd be great, but we'll see. Bayley's new faction called Control with her, Io, and Dakota Kai. They'll make their Raw debuts. We're going to hear from Ed Stain tonight. So that's it. So the matches, as of right now, the Usos versus the Rey and Dominic Mysterio for the undisputed tag titles. AJ Styles versus The Miz versus Mustafa Ali in one triple threat match. And then Dolph Ziggler versus Ciampa versus Chad Gable. The winners of that will go on to face Bobby Lashley for the United States title. I would love to see Bobby Lashley versus AJ versus Dolph or Ciampa. Because they have to have a heel in there, so it is what it is. And that's that. And other than that, that's pretty much it for that. And we'll move on from there. Is there anything last minute that I need to see? Naomi squash rumors that she's starting a new business, whatever that may be. There's a lot of rumors going around. Tommaso Ciampa is set for a big character enhancement on Raw. Probably be something tonight. Like I said, Ronda Rousey fined and suspended by the WWE for attacking the referee. really stupid story in AEW. Bryan Danielson was talking about, the locker room talks about dicks. I mean, really, you're in the locker room for a guy, it's like, hey, well, how big is your dick? I'm like, what? And then like, NXT comes around, like, what the fuck? I guess that's the talk of the locker room, whose dick is bigger. I don't know. Crazy. Like I mentioned, Sasha and Naomi agree to come back to WWE. The first hour of Raw is going to be commercial free. That's pretty damn nice. Nia Jax telling her fans that she sleeps in the nude. No one wants to see that. Unless you are, like really... Never mind. Triple H is going to make a statement show tonight on Raw. Kevin Nash said there was no NWO without Vince. I guess the WWF version of the NWO. Blah, blah, blah. Dexter Lumis says that the wedding between him and Indy Hartwell was his favorite NXT moment. Okay. There's going to be some top talent going to Saudi Arabia next week to, I guess, promote Crown Jewel 4. Don't care. Bryan Danielson wanted to work with the Cruiserweights in the WWE. That's out. Vince McMahon told Bobby Lashley to get surgery before WrestleMania 38. Don't know about that. And I don't care. But other than that, let's see, any last minute news? Kayla Braxton talking about her tattoos. She wants more. Okay, we got some spoilers on the planned lineup for tonight. Becky will be cutting a promo. You know, she separated her shoulders, so probably just saying, I'm going out, I'm going to get surgery, I'll be out like 4 months. So, it's going to be a big show. I mentioned the triple threat matches for the United States title. Seth Rollins is going to have a promo. We got Montez Ford versus Seth freaking Rollins. Nice women's match. Alexa Bliss and Asuka. You know they're gonna have Alexa Bliss win. Fuck. That's that. Another triple threat match. Edge is gonna have a promo. Bianca Belair is gonna take on Io in her debut. You better make Io win. Because if you make Io lose in her debut, I'm gonna fucking go off. I swear to God. And you thought that my video on Saturday, which has over 400 hits, I will do another rant if Io loses that match. I will fucking blast Triple H to the fucking moon. And if that doesn't get 1,000 or more, I don't know what to do. But it is what it is. Wait, why is there... Well, there's 2 triple threat matches. Winners face each other for the United States Championship opportunity. Okay, so whoever wins the triple threat faces off and they get an opportunity. So that's one member of the triple threat match, I guess. I don't know why. But anyway, then we got another winner earns a United States Championship match. AJ Styles versus Ciampa. But then I'm looking at it. Dolph Ziggler versus Ciampa and Gable. So somebody messed up on that card. But it is what it is. Alright, but anyway, Raw's about to start. So I'm going to get out of here. And I'll put this up and edit it up while I'm watching that, and I'll get my, I actually was going to go get my food, but I'll get that in a little bit. I can afford to miss a couple of minutes of Raw, and then, because I got on DVR, so I can just run it right back, but it is what it is. Alright, everybody, thank you for watching. Leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about Sasha and Naomi coming back, and on the Raw preview for tonight, and Ric Flair's last match. What do you guys think of that? And that's it. So, thank you all for watching. I'm going to go watch Raw, and I'll see you guys later on the Killer Demons channel for my Raw review later tonight. So probably about 11:45, 12 o'clock-ish. We'll see. But anyway, I'm Peter Gomez signing off. Go Mets. They're up 4-1 on the Nationals. Suck it, JD. And that's all I got to say about that. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Peace, bitches.